Bye, bye, bye. Today, bye, bye, I'm playing Toy Blast again. So last time I got up to level 620. I just came short of doing 11 levels in my last video, Toy Blast, so let's get on to 620 now, the last level of the section. And hopefully I'll do better this time, baby dolls? After all, I came really close last time. I think I made the mistake of focusing too much on this left-hand section here. When really I should have maybe more equally distributed my attention between the two sides, These mistakes happen though, don't they, baby dolls? They happen to the best of us, you could say. So what can you do about it, Not a whole lot, I say. That's just one of the unfortunate facts of life, isn't it, baby dolls? I'm doing better now, aren't I? So that, my friends, is good. A very fortunate turn of events indeed. When all is said and done, could I get double Rubik's Cubes here? Yes, I can. Because I'm one of the best in the world, baby dolls. And that's what us besties do, isn't it? In this day and age. Hopefully this propeller will shoot downward, Nice. Running out of moves now, though, aren't I? What more if I fail after all this good fortune, in fact? I get the feeling my mouse tried to make me double click, and when I only wanted to single click. I tell you, I'm wise to its tricks. I'm wise to all its tomfoolery and shenanigans. Seems like I'm not gonna do it after all, doesn't it? And yeah, it seemed like it was doing so well, didn't I, at the start? And for most of the level, in fact, it seemed to be doing so well. But then I just go unlucky. But I'll win this time, baby dolls. Feeling tired, but I want to get as many Toy Blast videos done as I can before the start of the new year, when the game will no longer be available to play on Facebook, you see, sadly. It's unbelievable this, how it isn't giving me the blues I needed, isn't it? That could have been one too many wasted moves, I fear. Hopefully this will shoot down with A, yes. Just what I was hoping for. Can I win, I hope?
Yippee!
Hopefully this will shoot down with A. Nice. Okay, let's try this now, eh? Yes, it looks like I'm gonna win. There's a relief. The likes of which Leaf Toad and will be grateful for, Sunny Jim. And that's a nice score, isn't it? So that was 620, wasn't it? And now we go on to this new map section, which, as you can see, is a kind of farmland countryside area. Not entirely dissimilar to the farmland area we were on in the 400s at some point, I believe. but different in the sense that this area is being invaded by UFOs, it would appear, and that my sons, daughters, and general companions is the new feature of these levels. The UFOs, which take the flying saucers, which take 2 hits to neutralize, but you have to hit them consecutively in order to get rid of them. Because if you hit them once, but then don't hit them a second time, then they'll go back to their fully powered state and you'll have to hit them 2 times again. Like if you hit one, it lights up, but if you don't manage to hit it a second time, it goes back to full health, and then you've got to hit them twice again. And even though this farmland is somewhat different to the other farmland area we went through not so long ago, there is still the pleasing familiarity of the picket fence type barriers, isn't there? To make us feel at home here. And is it just me, or do these map sections seem to have less details, maybe, and less identifying features on them compared to some of the other ones, which were more, shall we say, densely packed with features and landmarks and other constructs and pieces of equipment and such. Is it just me, or does that cow's horns look rather wooden? Like maybe the people who farm him have put him through some sinister form of experimentation and replaced his natural horns somehow with wooden alternatives. After all, he doesn't look too pleased or too comforted by those possibly newfound additions to his constitution, does he? To his general constitution. And here we have a tractor with some hay bales, starting to feel more and more like Farm Town or Farmville, this, isn't it? Especially with this barn here, which looks rather similar to a barn I remember buying on Farm Town back in the day when I used to play it. Except I think you had a red roof and lots more hay bales over here along with a well which appears to have corn stalks stuffed down it for some strange unknown reason. To be hoped it doesn't fall down there and get stuck down there forever. It'd be a rather tragic waste of food and resources, wouldn't it, eh, baby dolls? Anyway, enough talk. On to 621 now. And as you can see, this is where the new feature, the UFO flying saucers, begin. And as you can see, they start not illuminated, but when we click some blocks that are near them, they light up like that. And then we hit them when we click some blocks that's next to them. They get neutralized, but the ones that we didn't hit that second time go back to normal, so we have to hit them twice again because we weren't able to maintain the combo, were we, baby dolls? And as you can see here, it's handy to be able to hit clusters of the UFOs, isn't it? Efficiency pays, as you can see, yet again. It pays to be efficient. Wonder if I can get double Rubik's Cubes here. Oh yes, I can, baby dolls. And now we'll get rid of 2 of the UFOs because I just attacked them one time, leaving them vulnerable to be hit a second time. Actually, you know what these UFOs remind me of? They remind me of when I used to play, what's it called, Jelly Splash, back when it still existed. And there were these, I'm gonna get a nice score here, aren't I? And there were these bonus levels that you could play every so often with jellyfish pirates as the enemies, because Jelly Splash was a game similar to this, like a match-3 type game. And yeah, very nice score, right? On to 622 now. Yeah, and the jellyfish pirate levels had these like little jellyfish pirate type things on the levels, and they needed to be hit twice consecutively in order to neutralize them and get them off the screen. But the fundamental difference there was that if you didn't hit any of them, they would expand and produce another one would appear next to a random jellyfish that was on screen. So it wasn't just a case of having to hit them twice consecutively to get rid of them. It was also a case of them expanding and making the level more difficult by adding to their numbers if you didn't manage to hit them consecutively. So there was that extra bit of difficulty there, wasn't there, eh, baby dolls? And that's another one of the reasons why I generally think that Jelly Splash was more difficult than Toy Blast. Yes. I'm guessing maybe people found it too hard and that's why it might have maybe lost popularity in the end. It's a shame, but what can you do, eh, baby dolls? Say, I wonder if I can get double Rubik's Cubes here. Seeming like it's going to be a bit hard to do, though, isn't it? So I'll just settle for turning the orange blocks into TNT detonators and hope I'll be able to get a second consecutive hit on this UFO down here when I do eventually hit it. But no, I don't get that chance to give it that second consecutive hit. Seem like I'm running out of moves here, don't I? Might not have enough moves to do this, maybe. Yeah, fail. That was some terrible luck there with that last UFO, wasn't it? Come on, click. So now you see how the UFOs can in fact be quite difficult when the wrong circumstances, when unfortunate circumstances present themselves, don't you? But we're going through the UFOs quite effectively now, aren't we? So there's something to cheer us up. After being robbed that last time, when I should have completed it but didn't, because the level got all stingy at the end with the colours, with the colour combinations. And there we have it, all the UFOs are gone. So now it's just a case of getting the colours that we need, the reds and the yellows, and then we win, baby dolls. Don't know why I'm trying to get good power-ups when I can finish the whole amount, honestly, since I don't need many of the colours. Will this score get me to first, I hope? Nice. So that was 622. Now on to 623. And so it would seem here, well, here we have some trapped UFOs. This kind of level reminds me a bit of a level on the old Boulder Dash 8-bit game that I used to play on the old Amstrad, where there was a level where these enemy creatures in the game, which were essentially just flashing square sprites, which would kill your character immediately when you touched them, I think. And they were trapped inside these square enclosed areas on one level, several of them. And you had to let them out and then either drop boulders or crystals on them in order to kill them, at which point they would explode into numerous crystals, and you could collect them, and then once you got enough of the crystals, you were able to get to the next level. When the door would open, allowing you to get to the next level. I don't think I ever completed that level because it required too much skill and forethought and speed for the newbie that I was back then to gaming. I mean, nowadays it'd probably be a different story, but you understand what I'm getting at, Sonny Jim, don't you? I'm doing well again, aren't I? Of course, on these levels, I don't think double Rubik's Cubes are necessarily always the best thing to go for with the UFOs everywhere, are they? And we will hit a lot of these UFOs by turning yellow blocks into TNT detonators. So that's what we'll do, baby dolls, and hope for the best. Gonna be tight again, isn't it? But I'm gonna win. So yay me. Didn't get a very impressive score though, did I? Sadly. But no matter. I got a really good score the first time, so no need to get a great score this time. That was 623. Now to 624, which I'm second on. Seems to be getting through the levels quite fast again, don't I, eh, Sonny Jim? My mouse just double-clicked when I wanted to single-click, but I'll take that since the result ended up being quite favourable when all was said and done. This could end up being rather spectacular, possibly, couldn't it? But not yet, I don't think. Now is the time. Now will be a good time, though, I think. The bluey. How nice. This'll be good, won't it? And again, more double Rubik's Cubes. That's not shooting in the direction that I wanted. Alright, let's go for the double Rubik's Cubes again. I'm good at getting these, aren't I? Although that was unfortunate. Time to finish things off spectacularly for an amazing score that's about to get even bigger. Oh yes, it is. Magnificent, eh? So that was 620. No, it wasn't. It was 624. So now on to 625, eh? So, as the human soldiers from Half-Life 1 would say, let's go! You know what, those deep sounds that you know when I managed to hit a UFO, but then I failed to hit it a second consecutive time, and so it kind of so the lights kind of go off, making them go back so that they require 2 hits to neutralize again. that deep sound they make when they do it reminds me of in the game Lifeless Planet when you're getting to the end of it. And this amazing music plays that's very emotional and epic and gripping. And that has a very deep note in it like that, similar to the sound of these UFOs when they kind of power down from being lit up. I know that was a bad explanation, wasn't it? But it's the best I can do, so you're going to have to make do with it, baby dolls. This is looking to be like another high-scoring endeavour on this level, isn't it? Time to get all of these UFOs, all three of them anyway. I'm gonna go for double Rubik's Cubes again. Not sure I'll get them though. So let's just settle for turning the greens into propellers. And of course, they don't shoot the ways that I want them to. Let's go for a desperation move and turn all the reds into propellers now. Hopefully at least one of these will shoot downward. Yeah, both of them did. That's nice. But this isn't quite so nice that I can't hit this bottom UFO a second time. Talk about bad luck, eh? Looks like another fail. Yeah, that was ridiculous, wasn't it? Must be getting a bit low on lives now as well. That's satisfying to eliminate 3 at the same time, isn't it? Did I just double click when I only wanted to single click? Not quite sure. We're not going to end up with UFOs in this corner, stuck in this corner by the end, are we? Now that I've just gotten rid of them all. And now we only have 2 left, don't we?
Yes!
Unfortunately, now we have 1 in the corner, just like last time when we couldn't get to it, but at the end. Similar kind of ordeal as last time, isn't it? Similar kind of predicament. Hopefully this will shoot down, eh? Or I was hoping to have one shoot down so I'd hit it once and then hit it a second time with a propeller. Still, I'm gonna hit it twice now anyway. Nice score, eh? So that was 625, wasn't it? So now on to 626. The first level of the section where we don't have UFOs, it'd seem. Instead, we have the fans and the metallic bricks back. The metallic bricks which make the satisfying clanging sound when we manage to break them up. Or should I say neutralize them? They are in tough places to get to, though, those fans, aren't they? Buried under those metallic bricks like that. Could this be a double Rubik's Cube? Yes, it is. Satisfying, eh? As you can see, these blades have these windmills have 5 blades on them. I think they can possibly go up to having 6 blades on them. Not sure though, other times they can only have 4 blades on them. It's quite intriguing how they differ like that, isn't it, eh, baby dolls? And now we'll hit all of them. So let us do just that. I can win, can't I? Will this shoot sideways? No. There's a fair few purple blocks on the screen, isn't there? So maybe we'll hit both of these windmills at least on one side. Oh, I hit one of them at least. I do believe it's time to win now. Yes. And I got another beautiful score, didn't I? So that was 626, wasn't it? Now on to 627 baby dolls. This looks like it'll be straightforward, doesn't it? Especially with the amount of moves we get. Just dealing with masses of bubbles and toast slices and beach balls. Nothing we haven't done before, in other words. This should be satisfying. And it was. Considering we need such a lot of beach balls, there isn't really putting many on screen, is it? doing well again, aren't we? With the double Rubik's Cubes. I can win. We're getting there now, I believe. We should win now, I think. And we do. Nice score, eh? Now on to 628 we go. Piggy banks. It had appeared they're in cages as well. Why, they've already been jailed by the authorities for their thieving ways. So don't ask me why we're freeing them. Say, maybe it would be better to hit these with double detonators, eh? That was very satisfying, wasn't it? Nice. Just what I wanted. Although this is actually going to take some doing, isn't it? Hitting all these piggy banks twice and getting the required amount of bubbles out of the washing machine. Still, the colour combinations appear to be generous, so we might not have too much to worry about in this particular situation, eh? Yes. We're doing very well. Of course, I need to resist the temptation to keep going for double Rubik's Cubes here. Since, as you're probably well aware, double Rubik's Cubes are useless when we need to extract bubbles from washing machines and there isn't enough bubbles on screen for us to win. I do believe this might be a sufficient amount of bubbles for us to win now. And it was. Yay me. That was 628 baby dolls. So now we go to 600. Now we go to 629, I'm just zooming through these levels, aren't I? I'd imagine that seems quite fitting, since I imagine it to be a highly invigorating feeling to zoom through a picturesque farmland environment, wouldn't it? And so now it'd appear we have to rescue a lot of toys, and also break up a lot of sweet jars, and collect a lot of colours with lights in them. And all the toys littered all over the place kind of limit our options for moves a bit, don't they? So that could be a problem, especially given the lack of moves that we start off with on this level as well. And that was really unlucky, wasn't it? So all we'll be able to muster here is a crisscross. But it is better than nothing. Again, that was really bad luck, wasn't it? So I'm going to trigger all the yellows and hope it opens up possibilities for better moves and combinations and opportunities and all that other good stuff. It's feeling like I'm having to drag this level every inch of the way in regards to winning, isn't it? Could this be where my video comes to an end? After all, I must be running low on time now as well, I'd imagine. Yeah, it seems like this attempt is a failure. Let's see how long I've been going for, though. 59 minutes. Got time for another attempt, I think. But after this attempt, win or lose, it'll be time to end the video. I was hoping this would shoot downward. This is somewhat better, isn't it? Hopefully this will help us some. It does open the crack at the bottom of the screen a little bit wider, doesn't it? Would this be the boon we need to complete the level? It does indeed look like it, doesn't it? And now if we turn the yellows into detonators, I imagine we win. And it does indeed seem like that is the case, baby dolls. And with that we complete 10 levels in this video, I'm happy to say. So, until next time, baby dolls, I bid you all farewell. So bye. Bye. Bye.